Welcome to day 2 of hopefully the last day of Latin class online. So yesterday we had gone through line 116. Just a second, let me open up the so I can see if you send me any comments on Twitter or Facebook, or is it Messenger? Okay, that's open now, so go ahead and shoot me any comments or questions as you have them. Yeah, we had read through line 116, and that goes on at the top of page 90. Let's just read there. Miles Miles Romanus, a Roman soldier, qui hostem armatum accurrere videt. So we have an accusative with infinitive construction there, set up by the verb videt, who sees that an armed enemy is running up, accurrere, non ab eo fugit, does not flee from him, ab eo, from him, sed armis se defendet, but defends himself, armis. What case is that? That's the ablative case. The ablative of the means, or the ablativus instrumenti. Defends himself by means of weapons, or in English we'd probably say with weapons. Milites Romani fortes sunt. Roman soldiers are brave. There's a nice expression. I forget this. It appears in a number of places. Fortuna fortes adjuvat. Fortuna fortes adjuvat, which means, and this appears in a number of different places. I know it appears in Horace, but I think it shows up in various forms, and I'm not sure that this is the exact form. Anyway, Fortuna fortes adjuvat, fortune, like the goddess or personified. Fortune, adjuvat, is to help, adjuvare, to help, to assist someone. Fortune favors the brave. Fortuna fortes adjuvat. Okay, so fortis, a third declension adjective. Fortis, forte, the brave. Brave. So, miles fortis hostem non metuit. A brave soldier does not fear the enemy. We could say they're timet, too, right? These are synonyms. Metuere, timere. Sed sine metu impetum in hostem facet. But he makes an attack, impetum facere, impetum facere. He makes an attack without fear. So Orberg tells you in the margin there, metus, fourth declension noun. for fear. Why does one use one word rather than another? Well, one of my teachers liked to, it was big into wordplay. One of my teachers who was keen on wordplay and anagrams and that sort of thing said, or pointed this out to me, that if you're going to talk about fear, right, let's look at fear of what exactly. And just to give you an example here, Timor, right, is one word for fear that we've already had. He's reminding you of that in the margin. Timor, timoris, a third declension noun. And if you were to talk about the fear of death, the word for death is a third declension noun. Mors. Mortis is feminine, S by consonant preceded. We probably would say timor mortis as opposed to using metus. Why? Because you can see how many letters these two words share. Okay, the M, the O, the R. So it's almost, Timor is almost an anagram for mortis, right? Just missing out the S. And other than that, right? I mean, they're just synonyms. They're just synonyms, and maybe some poetic reasons or like that would lead us to use one word rather than another. Okay, but metus, fourth declension, timor, third declension. They both mean fear. So a brave soldier does not fear the enemy, but makes an attack. Impetus, impetus, right? Fourth declension. There's the accusative. Impetum, facere. Makes an attack against the enemy, at the enemy, in hostem. We probably won't say into the enemy, as that's just not something that we say in English. I guess it's possible. But he makes an attack against the enemy, at the enemy, without fear. Sine metu. Sine metu. And there, I mean, I guess you could see see a reason for using metus there because of the word impetum. Impetum. It's not, it's even more distantly an anagram, metus, but impetus, right? The similarities there, the E, the T, the M, metus, impetus. So the sound of the words might put you in mind of one synonym rather than another. Aemilius avunculus vester miles fortis est. Discedite queso. Aemilius, your uncle, is a brave soldier. Circum imperium Romanum multi sunt hostes. Around, circum, a preposition which always takes the accusative case. Around the Roman Empire are many enemies. Castra et opida nostra ab hostibus oppugnantur, neque expugnantur. So let's pause there. In this sentence, castra is probably meant to be understood as a plural. We don't know for sure unless a numeral is put with it, like duo, 2 camps, tria, 3 camps. Because castra, again, always appears in the plural. Castra, castrorum, meaning a camp. And that's how we'd indicate the plural by putting a, or indicate the plural unambiguously by putting a numeral with it. So we don't get a numeral here, but it seems like it's a general statement. Our camps and our towns are oppugnare. Oppugnare. What does that verb mean as opposed to pugnare? Pugnare, just to fight. Oppugnare. Oppugnare, to attack a fortified place, to besiege. So our camps and our towns are besieged by our enemies, ab hostibus. Neque expugnantur. And what does expugnare mean? To sack. That is to take and capture a fortified place. But they are not sacked. They are not taken. Nam milites nostri provincias ac patriam nostram a Germanis et ab aliis hostibus defendunt. Because here's the reason why. Why aren't they sacked even though they're besieged? Because our soldiers, then we have to go all the way to the end of the sentence for the verb, defend the provinces and there's that new word again, that conjunction, atque or ac, defend the provinces and our fatherland from the Germans, a Germanis, and from other enemies. Right? Ceteris, a specific set, right? The other enemies. Alis is